Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. And basically what I wanted to do is just give a quick review of the game Gention Impact, because I got a request from one of you guys, basically who were considering getting the phone, but you basically wanted to see how the game runs, before you make that decision. So let's launch the game. Okay, so I think we're in the game, guys. So obviously the server that I'd select is Europe, because Europe is like the closest to South Africa. So I'll just tap on begin. Okay, perfect. So the resources have loaded, and let's quickly have a look at the camera graphics. So basically, as you can see, it says overloaded there. So sitting at the highest setting, so put it at highest, set it at 60, and compatibility mode. So I don't need to set that, so I'll just set it at highest and 60. And as you can see, it says overloaded, so that should mean, I believe, that the phone is not supposed to run. But yeah, let's see how it does. So I think we're in the game, guys. I think we're in the game, and obviously, I had to set up the game. I had to go through, like the initial tutorial, and I must say I'm not too familiar with this game and like what's happening or anything. So basically, I'll just be giving like a review of the graphics and, as you can see, the effects and whatnot. But to be honest, I'm gonna say that this game is very, very clean. I'm not gonna lie. The game is very, very clean. Other than the grass, maybe it looks cartoonish, and maybe that's how the graphics are. But I've seen like the effects. I've seen like the water effects and stuff like that. Those are very clean. Those are very solid. But one thing I'd also add, as you guys can see, like the effects here are very, very good. And bearing in mind that we're running at like high settings. And again, this is the Stylo Apex 5G for those who aren't familiar. And as you can see, guys, we have a dragon there with sort of like this lighting effects, and basically the game is very it has like a lot of special effects, and this is basically what we need to test the games, actually the GPU, the phone's GPU and CPU, basically to test how it handles that. And I can basically confirm that the phone at this present moment is not overheating or anything. It's still normal, albeit the environment, like it's raining where I am, so the weather is a bit cooler today, but the phone itself is not overheating or anything. So let's just go through, and you guys who play this game actually know what's happening, but for me, I don't know what's happening. I'm not too familiar with this game. But yeah, I just wanted to get through, like maybe just my main the main objective here is basically to show you guys what the game looks like. So whether I'm following the storyline or not, then yeah, you guys will decide. I might not be doing the right thing or not, but yeah, as you guys can see, the graphics are fine. The effects, let me use the sword, as you guys can see, so I'm very happy with that. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see, as you guys can see, I'm not too familiar with this game and the controls and whatnot, but yeah, trying my best. And what I like is that it has like very, very special effects, guys. But while we're still at the game, I also wanted to give like a quick review, and for some reason with the camera, it's sort of like a hit and miss. I'm not gonna lie, the camera is like a hit and miss, guys. It's places where you'd expect it to perform well, it doesn't, and at times where you expect it to perform bad, it does perform well. So it's sort of like a hit and miss there, I'm not gonna lie. So that's the only thing. So the camera, if you're a camera person, the selfie is not bad, but yeah, it's also not detailed. But the back camera is terrible. It doesn't feel like a 50 megapixel camera at all. So I'm not sure, because what I've noticed is I'll take a picture, maybe in the morning, take a picture, and then at that present moment, after taking a picture, when you open it and look at it, it looks very grainy, very very noisy and too sharp, so but then after a few minutes, I don't know if it does like post-processing or what, but yeah, like maybe if you look after 30 minutes later, you look at the picture, then you see that the quality is a bit better. So I'm not sure what's happening there, if the camera post-processes the picture or what. But yeah, back to the game, guys. As you can see, this game has a very long storyline, and basically I'm just randomly selecting basically I actually wanted to show like the effects and whatnot, not so much the text and stuff, but I know maybe that's what makes the game what it is, because this game is very popular, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so but I was like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna skip it. So I'm not sure what I need to do, if that's what I need to do. Okay, so yeah, man, so I'm not sure if this helps the person that wanted to play, that wanted to see the gameplay of Genshin Impact before actually buying the phone. Like I can confirm that, I'm not sure if I left a resource there. I can confirm that the game runs well. As you can see, there's no lag or anything. The phone is running well, the game is running well, but I can tell you that now the phone is starting to get hot, but like not too bad. Still running well. There's no issues there. And the thing about this phone is it gets hot. I think the CPU is placed close to let's see if I can actually kill this thing. The CPU is placed close to the camera module, so just on that big thing at the back, that big camera module. So that's the place where it tends to get hot. Like even now, that's where my hand is actually resting. But let me show you guys the effects of swimming. As you guys can see, the water effects are very clean. It has like shadows. The water is like wobbly and stuff like that. So this is very good, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, okay. But yeah, guys. So I'm hoping that this video was actually enough, to help the person that wanted to buy, the phone, and actually show you that, yep, the phone can actually run the game with no issues or anything. But yeah, bearing in mind that this game is very resource heavy, so the phone will get warm, as is the case for me. So the phone is actually warm at the moment with only a few minutes of playing, so the phone is actually warm. But other than that, like I mentioned, I don't know what the game is about. I'm not too familiar with the storyline and whatnot, but you guys can see there's no issues there. So yeah, I think that will be it for the review, guys. And I think what I forgot to add last time was basically to go through some of the settings here, like the display settings. Okay, these are the settings that you get in battery. As you can see, we have ultra saving mode. We don't have performance mode, so I'm assuming when you have both battery saver features off, then that's the performance mode basically. And for storage, this is what we have. Like this game basically took like most of my storage, like so yeah, this game is very large, which is why I didn't want to review it in the first place. But someone just asked me politely, but this is what we have, on the screen settings. And as you notice, also I also uninstalled some of the themes that I had on. Basically I just learn to live with the stock Android, as boring as it is, and this is what we have for like the wallpaper settings. And unfortunately it can't be shown in landscape mode. And this is what we have here: smart motion and whatnot, accessibility. This is what we have. These are the settings. You have extra dim, which is quite awesome, because for me, I tend to use extra dim as well as night light, because I actually prefer those. I don't like my eyes getting strained, guys. But yeah, that's the settings, and this is basically what the menu looks like on like stock Android, which is why I actually had it installed last time. But yeah, I'm learning to live with it. I'm learning to live with like stock Android and whatnot. But yeah, guys, this is the video, and I'm hoping I was able to touch on any questions that you guys may have had about the phone. I mean, the phone performs well, I'm not gonna lie. 6 gig of RAM, take that over any more expensive phone with 4 gigs of RAM and 4 gig extendable. So with the base 6 gig of RAM, like, you can feel the difference. Because for me personally, I used a Huawei P40 Lite, and that has 6 gig of RAM. So with me moving, when I got the Honor X6A with 4 gigs of RAM, I was able to feel instantly that the phone doesn't feel as snappy, as responsive and whatnot. But with this one, it basically matches it. So there's no issues there other than the camera, guys. But yeah, with that said, let me not talk too much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers for now.